Okay, hello everybody. So good to see you. Andy Wong here from the Asian American Podcasters Association. And with me, we have serial entrepreneur Stephanie Uchima-Carney of Mommies on a Call podcast and Lucas Eggen of LAN Parties, covering the world of video gaming and esports. We're so excited to have you guys as speakers at the AAP Microcon with the theme Unstoppable. I keep forgetting to mention Unstoppable, but we all want to be unstoppable in 2021. And you guys are talking about really building better relationships with guests. Let me read the title. Not just another podcast guest, techniques for building win-win relationships. So Stephanie, tell us, what does that mean?
Well, so first of all, it's funny. I opened up my computer today and it literally, a thing popped up that said, believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. So, I mean, it couldn't have tied into all of this. And another thing is what I was looking for is, go the extra mile. It's never crowded. And so that's kind of where I'm coming into this with is building these win-win relationships and going above and beyond what, say, other podcasters do in order to create not only just like a great guest and a great episode, but a relationship that can last past this, whether it would be as a future client, as someone who's going to introduce you to something bigger and better, or just a friend that you might have. So for me, it's really about using your podcast as a great platform to create a relationship with someone that maybe you've never had connections with before, or maybe it's someone you always wanted to meet. It gives you the perfect kind of platform and space to do it because everyone wants publicity. Everyone wants to have, their voice out there or be seen. And by you being a podcast host and kind of owning that media platform, you're giving them the opportunity. So in that sense, like it's a win-win. Like you're getting a great guest and they're getting a platform. And then from there we can build from it. And so I guess like in our topic, I have like a bunch of awesome tips to give to you guys in order to really help like leverage that one episode into way more.
I find that we're always feeding the content beast. Like I publish one episode and then I'm already working on the next one. So it sounds like we do need some tools and tactics and probably time management to do this well. Lucas, you have really cool people on your show. What has your experience been?
Oh, thank you for that. First of all, we bring in a new guest every week, so that's kind of our bread and butter is finding guests, scheduling them out, booking them, and establishing those relationships. And so, this talk was really important to me because it was a chance to kind of share, how do you reach out to guests? What are those right channels? How do you convince them to come on your show when, in a lot of cases, if you're going for quote, bigger name guests, they're going to get requests from a million other shows out there. So how do you set yourself apart? And like Stephanie said, then how do you use that relationship into something more so that it's not just a one and done? And so it's been fun. A lot of our guests I've considered friends. A lot of them have introduced me to other people. So it's a fun experience, and I'm happy to share and help others get to that point.
Yeah. And I guess with that, Lucas is going to kind of go into the before and the during the interview section. And then I'm going to kind of take over and do, what do you do also in an interview? And then how do you follow up and what's afterwards? And so I have kind of a workflow for afterwards for the tactical side of stuff on how you can really build that relationship. But on the flip side, just before the interview, one thing awesome is a lot of these people, if you had just pinged them and said like, hey, can you go to coffee? Or would you have a chat with me? Like, I want to pick your brain. They'd say no. I mean, a lot of these big people say like, I don't have the time. Like, who is this person? But if you're like, hey, I have a podcast and, can you talk about your expertise? And, I really want to hear this. It gives me the opportunity to interview them and kind of get some of my questions answered. Like, so that's like a win for me. It's my opportunity to be able to be curious, and people love to talk about themselves. So by asking them all these questions you want to know, they're willing to open up more.
That is awesome. Yes, I definitely have talked to 181 people that would not have talked to me if I didn't, they would not have talked to me if I didn't have the podcast. So I look forward to your session because I want to learn how to build those stronger relationships and to have like a workflow in place so that I can be a little bit more effective. Everybody, AAP's MicroCon with the theme Unstoppable takes place Wednesday, March 3rd we're going from 2 to 6. I think that Stephanie and Lucas, they're presenting at 3 o'clock Eastern time. We'd love for you to join and attend Stephanie and Lucas's session. Go to It's podfestglobal.online, and you can get your free pass using our code AA Podcasters. There are premium passes, which I highly recommend those as well. But with the code, access is available to all. And we hope that you can join us and learn and help one another. So thank you so much, Stephanie and Lucas. Any parting words?
No, I guess just come, and it doesn't matter. You can do it on your phone. So it's like app based. And so I think that's great because you can attend this conference like from your car if you need to, in the pickup or drop off line. It's incredible. They've made it so easy. So get your ticket today and join Lucas and I on Wednesday.
Yeah. And if you're learning from your car, do it safely. Listen, don't watch. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
See ya.